It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He comes into this one second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming #1. It's the Falcons and the Buccaneers, and it's coming up next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. White's numbers from a week ago. 19 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw, Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A fourth down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his 2nd season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
Second down throw coming for Ridder. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Their first drive here, and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the give, here's Robinson. And he coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's got this down to the 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Falcons at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Drew knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 38-yard line. Rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. A quick pass here to Godwin. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He'll leave this one for White. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 3rd down, Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run again here with Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the double. Triangle. 3-3.
A give left side to Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a box first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Go across the formation. There's Houghton with it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now Mayfield. He completes it right side of Lane. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will... and goal. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But
and Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have moved out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A second down throw for Mayfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
It's game time.
Here's Mayfield. Going for a right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Ready, set.
2nd and 10.
Cluster, sit. Ready.
Ritter now. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting the ball out of passing game is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Red, cycle.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go kick. Kick that. You don't move.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here. They'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Derek Carr, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey, to check on the Giants. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington Commanders. Isaiah Hodgins, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Zay Flowers, a touchdown reception. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 70 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. flushed it. And nothing but green grass here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You first see incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David. Fell to the backfield. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Kings!
Mayfield on play action. This one taken in by Otten. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otten, 53 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Cade Otten capped things off with a touchdown grab. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
1st down, here's White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. The result, only 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at their 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. Second down and 6 now. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A good decision in the end to pull and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be, that time, 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They run straight ahead here with White. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Hey, check mega. 43 rail. Set.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And it's knocked away and incomplete. In this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Ritter with it after the play fake. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 14. And the Falcons first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Cycle.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Quick, yellow.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll work free for one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3-3.
Try to take this home. They'll run. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Mayfield and the Bucs
Down by 10. A minute 47 on the clock. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10.
Mayfield. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Baker.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Mayfield. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying. Lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Mayfield to throw.
He finds his target. It's Evans.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Mayfield. He's got White here. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. Now Mayfield. And This is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Down to a knee goes Ritter, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful.